Hey guys, Toast here. Learning the ins and outs of each class in PlanetSide 2 is very important in order to be an asset not only to your squad and platoon, but to your entire faction. This guide is designed to give you an overview of the Combat Medic class, the beginning weapons, abilities, tools, and tips to play the class to the best of its ability. The Combat Medic class is your prototypical healer class. While the class packs some pretty solid firepower with their assault rifles, which are very effective at medium range, they're there primarily as the backbone of their squad. Their primary focus should be on keeping their teammates topped up on health and being there to revive fallen allies and get them back into the thick of battle. This is actually my recommended class for players who are new to the franchise for two reasons. First, the class is very straightforward. You have a gun to deal damage, an ability to either heal or regain shield, and a tool to heal and revive. It makes it very simple to know what you need to be doing. Second, this class is one of the best for making certs early on. You get XP for every moment that you're healing teammates or restoring their shield. You get XP for kills, of course, and you also get XP for revives, which is equivalent to the amount of XP you would get for kills. As long as you're staying safe and reviving teammates, it's essentially as if you were right in the heat of battle, slaying multiple enemies in terms of both XP and certs. The Combat Medic, as the name implies, is there as the quintessential healer. As such, they're provided with a myriad of tools and abilities to help them successfully achieve this role. The tools and abilities are consistent throughout all the factions. To begin, the bread and butter of the Medic class is their Medical Applicator tool. This tool provides you with the ability to both heal and revive teammates. This is the default tool of the class and costs nothing to unlock. This is also the first thing you're going to want to put some certs into, as its effectiveness increases pretty dramatically with additional levels, up to an increased healing speed of 50% and revive speed of 65% by max level. To add to this healing functionality, the class also begins with an ability called Nano Regen Device. This is an activated area of effect heal that'll provide precious life to all nearby teammates at a rate of 70 health per second. By leveling up this ability, you both decrease the cooldown time from 43 to 35 seconds, and increase the healing radius by 1 meter from 7 to 8, which happens at the last upgrade level. Conversely, there's another ability available to the Combat Medic called Shield Recharging Field. This is a device that you place on the ground that creates a shield bubble. Players standing within this bubble receive passive shield regeneration even if their shield would not have started to regenerate on its own, as well as faster regen when the shield is also regenerating on its own. By leveling it up, you increase the effective radius of it from 4.5 up to 7 meters. One more thing specific to this class that I'd like to talk about are the class-specific grenades, the Nanite Healing Grenade and the Nanite Revive Grenade. The healing grenades are great to offer mass heals to your teammates, as it'll heal all allies within an area of effect. Similarly, the revive grenades will offer a revive to all downed allies within its radius. As many of the suit modifications and utility slots are cross-class, I'm not going to discuss them in this particular video. Each faction in PlanetSide 2 will start with two weapons for the Combat Medic class, one shotgun and one assault rifle. While both are viable weapons for the class, I want to focus specifically on the assault rifles because as a newer player, you're going to want to keep yourself behind your teammates, and the assault rifles are going to be the more useful weapon when starting out. The assault rifles are also specific to the Combat Medic class, where the shotguns can also be used by light assaults, heavy assaults, and engineers. The new conglomerate starts with the Gauss rifle. This is a moderate rate of fire, high damage rifle very well suited for medium range combat. The rate of fire is 600 rounds per minute with a maximum damage of 167 up to 10 meters and a minimum damage of 143 from 75 meters on. It has a solid muzzle velocity of 620 meters per second, meaning you won't have to lead your targets much at those medium distances. However, to make up for this, the weapon has some moderately high recoil. The Terran Republic start with the T1 Cycler. This has a much higher rate of fire, typical of the weapons of the TR, but a lower damage. The rate of fire is 750 rounds per minute with a maximum damage of 143 up to 10 meters, and a minimum damage of 125 from 65 meters on. This makes it slightly less effective at those longer ranges than the Gauss rifle, but much more effective at close range due to the significantly higher rate of fire. To go along with this, the muzzle velocity is a little lower at 580 meters per second, again cementing it as a close to medium range weapon rather than specifically medium range. The Vanu Sovereignty starts with the Pulsar VS-1. This sits squarely in the middle of the three with a medium rate of fire and lower damage. The rate of fire is 698 rounds per minute with a maximum damage of 143 up to 10 meters and a minimum damage of 125 up to 65 meters. The weapon has a muzzle velocity of 615 meters, almost on par with the Gauss rifle. To balance this out, the weapon has less recoil than either of its counterparts, as well as the quickest reload time. For the most part, you're going to want to hang back with this class. You can play more aggressively with shotguns, but keep in mind that your primary objective is to keep your fellow players alive, and being at the front of a push is going to make that significantly more difficult. Utilize your assault rifle for those close to medium range engagements and let your teammates try to clear up everything else. You want your primary focus to be on your teammates, not the enemies. When it comes to choosing what to put your precious certification points into, here are some of my initial recommendations. As I'd mentioned, your medical applicator is the foundation of your class and kit. As such, you want to level it up initially as much as you possibly can. It'll cost you 190 certification points to bring it from level 1 up to level 5 out of 6, which is going to be a very worthwhile investment. Level 6 will cost you 500 certification points, but you can hold off on that until you've purchased a few other things. I personally prefer to use the shield recharging field over the nano regen device as it allows you to do double duty. Not only are you capable of healing and reviving, but you're also now capable of providing shield regeneration to your teammates. The other benefit of this device is that it's a set and forget device. Once placed, you don't have to do anything else for it to work. If it gets destroyed, just place another one. You can place as many as you want. It's going to cost you 30 certification points to purchase it initially, and with an additional 150 you can bring it up to level 3, giving it a 5.5 meter radius, which is effective enough for your teammates. Nanite revive grenades are an incredible way to score a ton of points while also being extremely useful to your team. As it stands, you can only revive one person at a time with your medical applicator, but this allows you to now be able to revive as many downed allies as are within the blast radius of the grenade. It can quite literally be the difference between your team successfully taking a base and your team being pushed out. Now they're a little bit pricey at 400 certification points to unlock, but after leveling up your medical applicator and purchasing the shield recharging field if you choose to do so, it's a great next option. This is not the class that you want to play as a lone wolf. When playing this class, and really when playing PlanetSide 2 at all, you want to be in a squad or platoon. This class is all about helping your teammates, so you need teammates in order to be effective. Remember that your medical applicator has a limited range. While you don't have to be right up next to a target for it to be effective, you do need to be within a fairly close proximity. Don't put yourself in unnecessary danger to pull off a revive or heal. Your teammates will understand if you don't put yourself unnecessarily in harm's way just to get to them. Play smart, and you're likely to have a fun and successful run with the Combat Medic class. Now, what do you guys think are some important tips for this class? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Toast, and I'll talk to you soon.